Okay, so I left off with that previous video regarding the Three Fires Confederacy. So um, I'm gonna put a video in there. So the Three Fires Confederacy, or Council of Three Fires, as they call it sometimes. So the Council of Three Fires are, we're just basically the Ojibwe, the Odawa, and the Potawatomi. We're also called Anishinaabe. So I'm gonna put a video on there regarding the Three Fires Confederacy, and then I'll put another one on there about the Anishinaabe so you can see our traditional territories. There's roughly 330,000 of us up here. So that's who we are. I'll put a video there basically outlining who we are. Over here you got, their estimates are 330,000 Ojibwe. So everyone that's in North America watching this right now, you need to know that as a creator, I plan on giving you guys $100,000 each. So this is what Saugeen Ojibwe Nation's land claim settlements for, $90 billion. I'm putting aside $33 billion for every Anishinaabe out there. That's $100,000 instantly. You can have that cash probably within, I would say before Christmas time. But in order to get that cash, you need to come clean with who you are. You can only get that cash when you confess your sins and say, yes, I'm from Proxima Centauri. And I choose to turn good and be a creator forever, because you realize that your worlds are coming to an end where you're from. So the task to access that money, it means you have to turn a new leaf. You can't be drinking, you can't be drunken, you can't be having sex, you can't be self-pleasuring. You have to eat a healthy diet. You have to exercise daily, like you have to run or bike ride every day until you lose enough weight so that you can run. You have to carry yourself upstanding while following the 7 grandmother teachings and the 8 grandmother teachings. You basically have to walk the red road to earn that $100,000 paycheck. And that's just coming out of our land claims money. I'm willing to give that to you every year until we get to paradise. Where I'll get that money from every year, that $33 billion, is from mankind, because the $454 trillion that is owned by mankind, that's mine and Jaden's money. Nobody else owns that money but us, because we own every single atom in the universe, because we're the creators. So when I have access to that $454 trillion, your salaries to be creators will come out of there. So I'll pay you guys $33 billion every year, or $100,000 every year, to be good, upstanding citizens. But first, you have to confess your sins to me and Mother. You have to begin the purification. If you've committed sins, you have to confess those sins. You have to do the purification program that I'm going to outline in the book. Once you do that, you save your soul. You only have to confess your sins to save your soul. Once your soul is saved, then you're good to go. You get to keep that body. If you don't start confessing your sins in private, and doing those purification ceremonies, you can't save your body. If you confess your sins in private, the way I'm going to teach you guys, then that body is yours forever. You get to keep it, because in the event that the Einstein-Rosen bridge opens up, and then we have to deatomize your body, we can reatomize your body and reatomize the other body, because there'll be two separate bodies. So your electron will get to stay in that body. But you have to do the purification. You have to confess your sins and ask for forgiveness. So how that would work is there'd be 2 UFOs, one with an advanced medical bed here and here. This basically is a representation of somebody who's passed on. So inside that single atom there is a quark. That's inside that little electron there is a quark. Right here, that little electron is the quark. And inside that quark's electron is the soul particle, which revolves around this universe. And then there's the universe there. And then inside the universe, around every star, is the time particle. Around 1,408 planets in the Milky Way are 1,408 Earths. So if you do the purification, that body that you're in now, that single atom there where you're sitting in, right there where you're now sitting in there, that becomes your body forever. So you just have to confess your sins, and then you get to keep that body. And in the event that there's a catastrophe here, and somebody does that to me, well, and who knows if the star goes supernova? I don't know, guys. But in the event that that happens, you can be rest assured that nobody will be joining us on Paradise except the Three Fires Confederacy, because they're the creators. So basically, you'll be deatomized, and when you get reatomized, this is what happens. So the nuclear fusion reactor engines there, they'll deatomize the person when they come here. When we go somewhere, that DNA will be stored on a file somewhere, and we just have to go to another planet or even a moon and harvest the carbon from a planet and then resurrect them over here. So these two spaceships will position themselves around a planet or a body in the middle, and then they can harvest the material from inside there, like carbon. And because the DNA is stored on the quantum computer, once they deatomize the material from the planet over here, those materials, all those atoms of carbon, they'll be reformed over here into a person over here. So that would be a person's soul. That little thing there is that little fire electron there. Inside there's the quark. Inside that little fire, that quark's electron is the soul, which revolves around this universe, which is that one there, space. And then inside there, around every star is a time particle. And then around 1,408 planets is the Earth. So when they harvest the material there, if you've done the purification, well, then that little particle there will get re-put back in the exact same body that you have now. There'll be two people of every person that does the prayers. But you can only do that if you ask for forgiveness from me and Mother. So the material, the carbon, is harvested from a planet or a moon. Let's say we could fly to Venus and harvest all that material from Venus to create your bodies. Well, then the carbon in Venus would put all those carbon subatomic particles like the electrons, the protons, neutrons, back into a physical body over here on this table. So you'd be brought back to life in the event that the sun went supernova and we had to evacuate right away, or in the event that my UFOs come here. Let's say somebody does that to me and my UFOs come here and the sun doesn't blow up. Guess what happens? I'm only taking the Three Fires Confederacy with me. Everyone else, he can go back home. So I'll say, okay, Anishinaabe, do the prayers. They'll do the prayers, and then we can resurrect the people that look like them. So the people that look like them, we could, once they do the purification, my technology will put them on a medical bed here. We'll take their DNA. They'll be standing over here on this side. The DNA will be analyzed, and then over here we'll put carbon of equal mass, like a couple bags of dirt. That stuff will get deatomized, and over here will become another person who they're pretending to be. That person will suddenly wake up, and you'll have two people who look the exact same. This one over here will have done the purification process, and we'll get to keep that body forever. This person here that they're pretending, this person here is the imposter. This one's the real one. They'll suddenly wake up and say, "What's going on, man? Holy smokes! There's a person that looks exactly like me. What's going on?" I'll say, "Oh, I'm the creator. I'm here to rescue you." Minus, the people that didn't do the purification program because they ended up doing that to me, pulling a Charlie Kirk or pulling a Timothy McVeigh or, dropping a nuke on me or something, right? They can't win. So what I'm trying to teach you in the Anishinaabe is, I know some of you, the keepers of the flame, need to start your confessing so that you can get that body and live forever. And to those out there who may be foolish enough to think that they can get rid of me, you need to think twice, because eternity's on the line. So I typed in here, Keepers of the Flame up there, Three Fires Confederacy, because it's connected to Hero of the Day. This is a song by Metallica. Where do we go here? Right there. So, Keepers of the Flames, or Three Fires Confederacy. Do you feel your name? Do you hear your babies crying? I'm looking for a hero of the day, Anishinaabe. I need somebody to sing like a canary. Who wants to make $100,000 and all you got to do is start telling mankind your stories? Yes, 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 yes. We're from Proxima Centauri. Well, not me. I'm from a different planet further in. I'm from planet number 666, or I'm from planet number 1, or I'm from planet number whatever. You just tell the world what planet you're from. Tell the world there's 1,408 planets in the Milky Way. Tell them how old this war is. Tell them how they can teleport people into their bodies. You start singing like canaries to do your purification program, and you earn your $100,000 paycheck. It's that simple, man. And you get to live forever with me. In the event that somebody drops the bomb on me, or somebody pulls a Timothy McVeigh or a Charlie Kirk on me, at least you guys get to come to paradise. And if I don't hear anybody sing from the Three Fires Confederacy, well, guess what? Then just the Saugeen Ojibwe Nation will be joining me on paradise forever, because we're the creators of all existence. Our two communities. I'm only being nice to you guys because you're the Three Fires Confederacy. You're my blood. If I don't hear anybody sing from the Three Fires Confederacy, you know, you can be rest assured you won't be joining Saugeen Ojibwe Nation in paradise. And you won't get that $100,000 paycheck. It's that simple, guys. Start singing. Because I'm looking for a hero of the day.